Hey everybody, join me as I unbox and set up my very first Greenstalk. Howdy all, welcome to my channel. My name is Cherie and I'm here to share my world with you. So you'll see videos about locks, nails, travel, the love of the Lord, family, gardening, all kinds of stuff. So please subscribe and come back often. God bless. Greenstalk came and I'm super excited, so we're gonna just go ahead and get right into it. This is the Greenstalk Vertical Gardener. I'm so excited. You may have also seen the story that I posted earlier today where I actually was dreaming about this and I woke up and had to go to the bathroom and I couldn't go back to sleep because I was so excited that it was coming. So this is the lid that goes over the watering trough at the top. Okay, so that's that. All right, then here is the watering trough. I got the green, as you can see. This is the watering trough. This goes on top, water only, no dirt. And then I got the mover that comes with the casters. Well, both movers, they have the, I think it's the original mover base and then the spinning mover base, where the spinner has like a round disc in here that spins without the wheels moving. And you can get that separate, where it is just the spinner, or you can get the spinner and wheels. So I first learned about this from Cassandra from Becoming a Farm Girl YouTube channel. And here are the wheels for that, as well as the little holes that you can attach for, to like run off water, and then a little cap right there if you want to actually like collect the water in there and maybe water other plants. After you water your Greenstalk, you can put this cap on there and then it'll collect the water and then you can use the water elsewhere. Okay, then you have the corresponding watering trays. These go in between each tier, and what happens is that big watering tray, you water that, and then water goes down through the center into here, and then there are little holes all around that then water the corresponding tray beneath. So you have 4 of those to go in between the 5. I got the original 5-tier, 10-inch deep. Oh, and this is one of the things. Brandon, thank you, Brandon. See that? So that's one of the things that Greenstalk does. They are a small family-owned business out of Tennessee, and they try to, add little personal touches like telling you who packaged your box. There's this cool little magazine. Apparently, this is new this year, and then also a little information packet with the instructions and everything. And so, as I was saying, I first learned about this from Cassandra of Becoming a Farm Girl. I found her on YouTube, and she was talking about, this wonderful vertical planter that just maximizes your container garden growing space and allows you to grow so much more regardless of how much space you have. So here we have the stickers that they give you. Cute little, it says a blue jay. No, that's not a blue jay. I don't know what kind of bird that is. Let me see how much you can see that. I'm gonna get closer. And then little gardening tools. Cute little stickers they have. Yep, they usually give you 3 per box. And then the actual Greenstalk. So this is what it looks like when it's all put together. And then they usually will include some seeds. So here I have butter crunch lettuce. So I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put that. Okay, and then a little thank you card from the company. Oh, and then they have Greenstalkers and what they've grown. and an invitation to join the Facebook group, which I already did. Yes, yes. This is about the Peterson family, and this is like little instruction. It's very, very simple to put together. Very, very simple. And oh my, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. So I got this for myself for Mother's Day, because when I first heard Cassandra talking about it, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to check that out. Went to the website, was like, ooh, that's a bit pricey, a lot more than I expected it to be. And so I said, well, you know what? I'm pretty sure Amazon has their own version of it. You know, they usually have knockoffs and things like that. So I went to Amazon, bought one that actually came with two. Got it. The first one, I actually bought two different ones. The first one I got didn't have any kind of wheels, and I saw another one that did. So I sent that one back and got the one with the wheels. And then if you saw, I actually went live and unboxed that. So that when I put that together, I opened it up live, and as I was doing it, I just was not feeling it. I was like, I really want that Greenstalk. They were having a Mother's Day sale, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself, because sometimes you gotta just celebrate yourself. Can't wait around for other people to do it. You know, you just have to. Self-care is very important, and can't wait on other people to celebrate you sometimes. So I was like, you know what? I'm doing this for me. They have a big sale. Plus, I use Cassandra's code. Sorry, I'm outside, so there's airplanes, there's workers. One of the things about the city that I keep saying I don't like is the noise. And I said, you know what? I've been having a little rough go of things, and this gardening has really really given me a lot of joy and a lot of time to reflect and enjoy life despite some of the challenges. You know, we all go through stuff. We all go through stuff, and when you can find things that bring you joy despite what's going on in your world, that's a blessing. And I thank God for that. And gardening has definitely been that for me. And I wanted to treat myself to something that I really enjoy. So if you were following me last year, you saw that I had this awesome balcony garden that I grew all kinds of stuff in, and with this I'm going to be able to expand that even more. So then here are the actual tiers. There are 5 of these in the original, and then there's a newer one called Leaf. I think the Leaf came out in 2020. This original, I think they started this company in 2016 or 17. I think they tell you in one of those pamphlets. But the original has 10-inch deep pockets, each with 6 pockets. And then the Leaf has 7-inch deep pockets with, I believe, 7 tiers. And they're about the same height. I think the Leaf may be a little bit shorter when it's all put together. But the idea is that the Leaf was created to help grow things that don't need such a deep root system, like leafy greens and radishes and stuff like that. And this, of course, I'm just learning from the last couple of weeks of binge watching all of these gardening videos that I've been watching. So I don't see that anybody's on, so I'm pretty sure most of you will see this on the replay. So there we have it. I just wanted to share that with you. I'm going to go and get the dirt to put in here and fill it up. I'm going to videotape all of that and then compile it into a video that I'll post on my YouTube channel. But I just wanted to unbox this because I've been waiting on this. Because like I said, I was planning on waiting until like the next big sale, and because I was going to start with that other version, Vertical Garden, and then I just was not feeling it, and I was like, you know what, I'm treating myself. I'm getting this thing now. And it was on sale, plus I used Cassandra's discount code and saved an additional 10%. And so it was well worth it. And I will let you know that the top and the movers are extra. If you order any one of these vertical gardens, the movers don't come with it, nor does that top. And I actually only got the top because when I put in my order and with the discount code, it ended up being below the price to include free shipping. And that top added $12, and boom, that took me over so that I didn't have to pay for shipping. And it ended up overall being less, which was cool. So I'm going to box that back up. I'm going to run to the Home Depot, get me some dirt, fill it in with all my seeds and the transplants that are still doing well, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like at the end. So there is my Greenstalk. I'm so excited. Oh, as a matter of fact, let me show you real quick what else is, because of course we don't use our nails as tools. We use tools as tools, not our nails. For a rare time, my nails are not done because I was just taking a little break. But I wanted to show you because if I recall correctly, I think this is the issue. Cassandra is actually in here. And I think I was starting to say this and then I stopped. But one of the things that's so cool about her is she basically tells you on her channel how you may dream of being a farm girl, you may dream of having a homestead, but right now it's just not in the cards for you, or you're waiting to get to that point, but you live in the city, you live in an apartment, or maybe a house, but you don't have land. And this is a way, vertical gardening and other stuff that she talks about, which I'm actually getting into, which is canning. And she talks about all of that stuff on her blog and her YouTube channel. And let me see, she shared it with us in one of her most recent videos. Yep, there she is. This is her. Thanks, Cassandra! Because it was because of her that I learned about this, and that's why I got one. And what's interesting is I've seen other videos about Greenstalks, and I've learned from them as well. And there are quite a few others who have discount codes, but since she was the first one that I saw talk about this, I used her code. Because I'm pretty sure everybody who has a code is probably getting some kind of kickback incentive, or something. Just maybe they get discounts, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just really excited to get started with this. And I'm really excited. Really excited. And what's so funny is she lives in Maryland, which, I'll be back in Virginia soon, so we'll be neighbors. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get my dirt and get this thing loaded, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. And of course, I'll keep you posted as things start growing. Of course, I'm still learning, because you may have seen, I think about a week or so ago, I showed you that some of my seedlings that were all thriving and doing really well started dying off. And so I'm still learning and I'm still growing. So growing, isn't that funny? Growing. But thanks for those of you who will watch this on the replay. I hope you will like it, and I hope you will come back and see how my Greenstalk is doing. Yeah. So, and then I'm also getting into canning. Like I said, I learned that from Cassandra. Okay, so you saw me unbox it the other day, and now I'm going to show you how I set it up and where I'm going to place it. First, we're going to set up the mover base. It comes with 6 wheels, 3 that lock and 3 that don't, so that you can lock it into place and or unlock it to move it, to turn it, to change the sun exposure for your various plants. Now here are the cap and the hose. The hose can be used to let the water run off, which I let it run off my balcony. And the cap, you'll actually see me use it later. Here are the 4 discs that go in between. That's the watering trough at the top. And that's Brandon, who packed my box. Thanks, Brandon. So now I'm going to set up the tiers. Now here you will see me take that black cap, I learned this from someone else, place it over the top, so that the dirt, as you're filling it in, doesn't go down the center. One of the things with the watering system is you don't want the watering discs or the watering trough at the top to get clogged with dirt. So that center unit needs to be clear. So this is a great way when you're filling it in to not let dirt and debris get down into that center hole. According to their instructions, you want to fill each tier all the way to the top. So that's what I'm doing here. Then I realized I was making a big mess. I'm on the 3rd story, so there is a neighbor under me, and I was trying to avoid getting too much dirt down on that level. So I put down my little tarp. Now, one of the things I discovered as I was filling up the tiers was that the center area where the watering trays go, you kind of want to not have that one filled up to the top. So you'll see here in a few minutes how I'm going to actually take some of the dirt out. But you want the edge filled all the way up to the top. And what I basically did was make sure I kind of filled it in. I watered it a little bit just to kind of help that dirt settle. And then added some more dirt. Also, you'll see me sort of make areas near where the feet are going to go of the other tier so that it can fit. I saw an actual Greenstalk worker do that on another video. That's what I'm doing right there. That lets the corresponding tier sit on it a lot better. So this is when I discovered, there's a little too much dirt right here. So I took some of that dirt out so that I can get that watering tray to sit in there a lot better. And when you place it in there, you want to make sure that there's a hole facing a corresponding pocket. I had to take my gloves off and clean it out because, again, those holes are small, so you don't want any dirt and debris interfering with the watering system. So I'm going to finish filling up the rest of the tiers. Another thing I discovered when putting it together is it doesn't actually lock into place like you may hear other people talk about in videos until you get all of the dirt in there. The weight of the dirt is what kind of locks the tiers together. Now to add the top, and that little hole right there is actually for the new automatic watering system that they created, which I'm not using right now. But there you have it all set up, and now I'm going to load it with its seeds. I'm just filling in the pockets here that look like, they could use a little bit more dirt. Okay, so I have my Greenstalk all put together and filled with dirt. And now I'm going to load it with the seeds. I just spent like probably an hour figuring out what I was going to put where, because I learned from some other gardeners and some other searches that they sent me to online of certain flowering plants and herbs that can help ward off certain pests and then invite the good pests that will help pollinate and things like that. So I've got it, I believe, in a good strategy for loading everything up. And then I also, as you may have seen yesterday, planted my butterfly garden. So that's going to also help to bring butterflies and hopefully bees too. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like with the labels and everything of what I plant. So I have it all finished, excuse me, and watered. Ooh, the flash is so, there you go. So I have it all labeled as to what is where. Oh, you can see the water system working. Just filled it up, I don't know how many times. And then I watered each pocket like they recommended, I think, the very first time. which some of those pockets look a little dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and water them too. I just want everything to be nice and moist to start, and then check on it daily, make sure. But there's my green stalk all ready. All right, it is fully watered from top to bottom, and I put the beautiful top on. Now, I think I forgot to mention this in one of the videos I put up. I started to say it, and then I started talking about something else and forgot. But the top came out a little later, and it's good for people who live on properties that have a lot of trees, and the leaves get caught in there, and so in the watering trough there. So this top makes that less of an issue. And they also designed it because this little spot right here can be hooked up to this new automatic watering system that they just created. But there it is, all done. Ta-da! And I got the top more or less because it actually ended up saving me some money, even though it was adding to my cart, because it ended up tipping the scale for me to have free shipping. The total ended up being less than what it would have been if I had not gotten the top. So that worked out good for me. So I have turnips. And see, I put the date on that, but then I thought about it afterwards, and I didn't put the date on any other ones because some of the advice is to plant succession planting where you plant the same thing a few weeks apart. So pepper, another pepper right there. I got all kinds of stuff in this thing. So now I'm going to go catalog everything so I know where stuff is and when they're supposed to germinate, when I'm supposed to clip and trim the thin the seedlings and all of that good stuff, so I can have a good catalog of everything that I have. So I have 2 kinds of cucumbers in here, broccoli, eggplant. I even got some watermelon in here. Where's the watermelon? So you got cantaloupe. I think it's next to the cantaloupe. Yep, there it goes. So there we have my first green stalk. I'm so excited. Well, have a good night, everybody.